My name is Cristi, and this is my story. I grew up in California, the Bay Area. We were raised and baptized Catholic. At some point after high school years, I decided that I was going to rebel, and I ran away to Los Angeles and joined the gang, the Rolling 20 Crips. I witnessed a lot of violence down there, but I always felt protected because I was part of a family, but a dangerous family, I guess. And at one point, the gentleman that I was dating was arrested for robbery. They made a call to my mom and dad for my dad to come pick me up. It's about a 6-hour drive, and that was one of the worst drives home I could remember because my father was very, very upset. And I turned my life around, I guess temporarily, and then I met Brian's father and we fell in love. We would, go out drinking and dancing at clubs, but I didn't know that he was drinking every day. So the pattern started there. It turned into me being a functioning alcoholic. 3 years later, we got married and we had Brian. He was just a wonderful baby. He did well in school. He was a star basketball player. He was just a wonderful young man. After we moved here, my drinking became a problem and my marriage was destroyed. And then my oldest son, Brian, he started to drink when he got here when he was 17 years old. And he got in with the wrong crowd, and he truly struggled, as I did, but he didn't have a shut-off. One fateful day, years ago, he murdered his girlfriend in my home. Worst day of my life. I was in my bedroom watching a movie, and she was sitting out here on the couch. He came home. I could tell when he would come home drunk because his feet were very, very heavy, and I heard a loud bang, and I ran out to the front. She was just sitting on the couch. I said, "Did you hear that? It sounded like a big firecracker." And when she didn't move, I ran and called 911, and I told them that my son just murdered his girlfriend. So I was taken to the detective's office and was there for hours. And that's the first time I really prayed. I said, "God, please, why didn't he take me? She had her full life ahead of her, and please catch him so he doesn't hurt anyone else." And in that detective's room, after hours of praying, I felt the warmest heat. I could feel God's presence around me, and I said, "Just please catch him so he can't hurt anyone else." And he was caught and brought to jail. And that was my first encounter of a real comfort that everything was going to be okay. And that's when my journey started to find God again. I tried various churches in the area, and I just never fit in or never felt welcomed. And I saw Focus Church online, and Pastor Mike was preaching, and he just spoke to my heart, and I said, "I need to go." So my first arrival there, I was greeted. Everybody made me feel welcome. They walked me to the chair, and I said, "This is home." But I still stayed back. I felt like I don't want to burden anybody with my story. The journey was long to get to that point because I blamed myself that I couldn't save her. I blamed myself that he couldn't stop drinking. So there was a lot of blame, and the enemy kept attacking me through nightmares. But in the meantime, nobody knew what happened, and I kept praying, and God said, "You can trust, you can trust." And I'd say, no, I don't, I'm embarrassed. I don't want them to know that I'm a mother of a murderer, somebody that took somebody's life that didn't deserve to die. One day, after months of attending, we had our focus group, and I met Pastor Dave and a group of wonderful people. I shared my story the first night I was there, and I felt like a burden was lifted, that finally I could let it go. I always thought, I can control this, I can get rid of it on my own, but I couldn't. And from that point on, my life has changed drastically. I haven't had a nightmare since. I would relive it over and over. It was like a nightly attack for many, many years. I call out Jesus' name and there's immediate comfort. And now I feel free. I want to share my story and maybe this could help somebody else. I know the major part of my story is a severe tragedy, but my son is doing okay. He's found God in the prison. That's a life change there. I'm so thankful for the church, and I so look forward to being baptized and renew my faith in God again.